What's up, homies? This is Jokesta back at you with a brand new video. Today we're going to be showing you guys the top 10 meta weapons this season. So let's get right into it. Coming up at number 10, we have the CX9. And the CX9 has a few adjustments. This is not the burst weapon. I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, I don't want to use the burst weapon build, and that's okay. So this is what Signo and his team provided. They provided this list of top 10 meta weapons this season. And when I saw this build, I was like, oh man, I missed the burst weapon build. If you like this kind of video, make sure to subscribe. That way you guys get more top 10 weapons. Let's get right back into it. But I know that a lot of you guys probably don't like using the burst, and so this is the full auto version. So you guys can actually use like 50 rounds. And this is the 50 round mag build that you guys can try messing around with in rank. It's actually really, really good. My suggestion for anybody that's going to be using it, try out the stem shot. You can buy it in the store. And then you also have the technician perk. Use this one and use the gun ho. So the first stem, and then wait a few seconds, and then another stem, and you're already there. Take out the bad guy and you're good to go. So anyways, that's the top 10 weapon. Now Signo did tell me like, hey, he did give me a list of weapons, like top 10 multiple choices and the top number 9 multiple choices. And I didn't want to do that. I was like, you know what? We're going to remove the last two, which was the QQ10. You know how the QQ9 is like with the 9mm. This one is the QQ10 with 10mm, and it's good. And then there was another one that's the OTS. And I skipped those because I was like, okay, no one's going to be using this and it's not really that there, you know? So I replaced them with the CX9 and the same thing with the 9. Top number 9 is the Fennec. The original thing was the Fennec and the CX9 were supposed to be like together listed, but I was like, no, I want to do one weapon pair top 10. So I removed the OTS and the QQ10 out of the list and replaced it with these two. So I actually did make a video top 10 weapon list with the QQ10 and the QTS for anybody wondering like, hey, what's the build for those? It's in actually one of my older videos for top 10. So go check that out. But for this video, I'm just going to show you guys what's the meta this season that people are abusing. This is the latest build for the Fennec. A few adjustments, the stock, and removed the perks. So we're using the operated foregrip, extended mag A, RTC steady stock, extended light barrel, and the mono suppressor. So check that out. This is actually a really good build. I haven't really messed around a lot with the Fennec, but I know that this is going to be fun to play with this season. So yeah, double stems. You want to use the stem shot, you want to use the technician and the gun-ho perk for this, but also do the same for the CX9 because you kind of want to like, these are really aggressive classes for anybody out there like, hey, I want to play aggressive. This is it. Moving to top number 8. I disagreed with this one. I was like, nah, this really? But apparently the PP19 is actually like up there. And if you guys want to play with the PP19 Bison, then this is the way to go. Same thing with the perks. I use the technician and the gonho and the stem shot for this because like, again, this is an aggressive pushing kind of vibe here we're going for. This is the latest build for the PP19 Bison and a few adjustments. I used to have a laser on here, but in a different stock and a barrel. I used to have the marksman barrel, but the latest one is the extended light barrel, the skeleton stock. We also have the large caliber ammo A and granulated grip tape. So those are where we're heading with the BP19 Bison. Okay, moving on to top number 7 on the list here is the KN44. Again, this is sort of an aggressive class kind of build. I use the stem shots, I use the technician and the gun-ho. Same thing with these last 4 builds. I feel like the KN44 has that style of aggressiveness that you guys can abuse on your enemies in search and destroy. Domination and hardpoint. If you're playing Dom or hardpoint, you probably want to change these perks completely. Just like toughness or ghost or whatever you guys use for Dom and hardpoint, you can switch that up. This is sort of like search and destroy kind of vibe. So yeah, KN44, pretty good. A few adjustments as well. I used to have a different barrel on here, but now the Ranger barrel is needed for the season and the granulated grip tape is needed for this build. Moving on to these, we actually sold out on the pink sleeves. We have the luminaries still available. If you guys are interested, check out sxc.gg or click the the icon down there. There's like products available under this video. Go check that out. We're almost sold out on the luminaries, and Christmas is coming. We're not gonna have refills for a while, so yeah, this is your chance to get some for your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, anybody out there that likes to play mobile games. This is a good gift. So make sure to check out the luminaries. They're available right now. Moving on to top number 6 on the list here is the Type 19. Now the Type 19, I have different perks here as well. You can see I'm running Ghost and I'm running Lightweight. The reason why is because sometimes even if you get to the distance that you want to get to, Lightweight just helps you get there faster. Overall, like, you're going to be hunting these players down, you might as well just try going with the Type 19. Now this is the latest build for the Type 19. Few adjustments that I've noticed was I used to have an underbarrel, like a grip here, but now there's something new. I think I removed that for the muzzle and the barrel. So this is the barrel that you want to be using, and this is the stock or the suppressor that you want to be using. What else? I think the agile stock, I used to have a steady stock, but now this is the move. The agile stock is what you want to be rocking. Moving on from the Type 19, which I'm kind of happy that it's still up there. I really like this gun. Like, this mythic looks amazing. I'm glad it's not like super meta, like super OP, because like the BP50 is super OP. Anyways, moving on to top number 5 on the list is the MG42, and I hate this weapon with all my heart. I do. I don't like it, but I get it. A lot of people like it, and I'm not hating on you. But if you want to abuse the MG42, this is the class that you want to run. You want to use the toughness class, because once you get shot, just one bullet or something, you get tagged. You can turn around, and as soon as you turn around, you have this agile perk that allows you to aim fast, like ADS, super quick. So it depends on your, like, how quick you tap or react to someone shooting you. You turn around, you aim down sight, and bop, you know what I mean? So this is the MG42 build. A few adjustments that I've noticed was the stock, the ammo, and the barrel. Those are big changes that I've seen so far with this build. But I can't wait to give this thing a shot, even though I don't really like the gun itself. I know Hissing Thoughts is definitely liking the MG42. But yeah, guys, this is the build, and we're moving on to top number 4 on the list is the Oden. The Oden actually had different attachments on here. When I first was adjusting this, I was like, wait a minute, this and this and this. So yeah, Oden is pretty OP. I've noticed that people in scrims use them, people in tournaments use them. I've started to pick up the Oden is actually very good. I'm glad that Signal and his team were able to, put this in there, because I was like, I've noticed that the Oden is popping up a lot, and it's top number 3 or top number 4, my bad. So top number 4 weapon is Oden, and it's really nice that we get to see that the Oden is actually stepping it up. The latest, if you can notice, the Type 19 is a mythic, MG42 is a mythic, Oden is a mythic. And now we're moving to top number 3, which is not the mythic yet, is the HVK 30. We have the legendary and a few adjustments. The one thing I've noticed is that the laser was added for the HVK. So if you're going to be using the HVK, the latest meta for this is the OWC laser tactical. I used to have granulated grip tape, but we swapped it out for the tactical laser, and I would prefer going to granulated, but I kind of want to see how does it perform now, since we have the tactical laser. It's supposed to give us a ADS boost and the ADS bullet spread, so it's going to be even better, but you're just going to have to hide that laser. Moving on to also, I'm using the agile for this and Ghost, because with the HVK you have 25 bullets. Let me double check. 25 bullets, yeah. So you're using large caliber ammo, and it's just not enough. So I'm using Ghost for this one and agile perks for this. So moving on to top number 2 is the USS9 Fusion. I'm using the double stem build or class. Basically double stem, you get to the enemy's territory and you can just wipe the entire team with the USS9. It's actually, I believe that it should get banned in comp scenes, because in comp everybody's using this thing. Everyone is abusing the USS9 in competitive scene, probably in legendary 5000 lobbies. I haven't played too much to the point to tell you guys exactly if there's a lot of people playing with this weapon, with the USS9 fusion in top ranks. But if you are legendary 5000, you guys can let us know what is the top 10 weapons that they play, and is the USS9 up there? Let us know in the comments down below if you're a top 10 player. Moving on to top number 1 is the BP50. As much as everybody hates this weapon, it's still dominating the scenes as well. So I feel like the USS9 is used more in search and destroy, but when I was playing domination and hardpoint the other day, I've realized that BP50 was pulled out at the very end of the game. So it's kind of like up neck to neck, and it really depends on the map, the mode, whatever, whatever goes out there. It really depends on that. And here's the difference between this build and the previous build. I think it was a stock that we had, and I believe there was a different grip tape. So yeah, I think it was a different grip. Like we had a different grip here somewhere. But other than that, this is the latest BP50 build for the season. Definitely check this out. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, do me a big favor by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. That way you guys get alerted on the latest builds for Call of Duty Mobile. I'll see you guys in another one.